Morning, everyone. Greg here. John's behind the camera, and just like every other week, we are in Midtown Comics Times Square to give you a look at the new release wall. If you're into comics, then you know Wednesday, best day of the week, new comic book day. It's the most magical time of the week, every single week. It's like a holiday we get each and every week. It's awesome. If you're interested in comics, stop by on Wednesday. That's when all the new releases come out. Now, before we take a quick look at the wall, I'm gonna recommend my favorite book so far, Superman number 10. It's the start of a brand new story arc. Peter J. Tomasi, Patrick Gleason. It's a brand new story. You want it?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's a brand new story, which focuses on the father-son dynamic between Superman and John, and Batman and Damian Wayne. And if you were following Robin's recent solo series, this character looks familiar. So I don't want to spoil too much. I'll show one more page. Alright, so I strongly recommend this if you like Superman, if you like Batman, just like entertaining, fun comics that have some heart to them. Check it out, Superman 10. I'm going to leave this here for John, man behind the camera, because he's definitely getting that as well. So, just like every other week, we started Dark Horse Comics. We have a new issue of Cryptocracy.
Cryptocracy, right.
Yeah, I butchered the pronunciation every other time. I can only say it fine off camera, but never on camera. Don't know why. Anyway, so there are other comics. Rise of the Black Flame. World of Tanks number 2, which is written by Garth Ennis. And then we get into the new DC Rebirth comics. We have a new chapter of Aquaman with Mera front and center. Nice play on the earlier Aquaman cover there. And then we also have a new chapter of Batman number 10. This is the second part of a new story arc, which involves Bane, my favorite Batman villain. Written by Tom King, illustrated by Mike Janin. Let's take a look at some of the pages. I have read this one early as well, and I really enjoyed it, and it definitely left me really wondering about what's going to happen next. Alright, I have to get to the part where Batman fights a swarm of guards. And I'll show you one more page. Batman can take them, right? Of course he can, he's Batman. DC's also releasing a bunch of collections. We have a re-release of issue 6 with a Jim Lee variant. This is a hardcover. If you really love The Dark Knight Returns, DC has released a collector's edition, so check that out. So if you really love the story, that's worth delving back into it. And we also have a new chapter of Batman 66. We have Catwoman. We have Harley Quinn. I will show a quick preview of Harley as well. Of course, it's Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, John Tibbs. Alright, we'll show one more page. So that's the latest Harley Quinn adventure. And we also have a new chapter of Nightwing, DC Comics Bombshells, a new chapter of Cyborg, insert Booyah here, a new chapter of Death of Hawkman, the second issue. That's a recent limited series, just started. And then we also have a new, DC's also been rebooting some Hanna-Barbera properties, as you can see here. We have the Flintstones. And then another DC comic I'm very excited to read, Green Arrow number 10. Ben Percy, Juan Ferreira. Let's take a quick look at it. Once again, this is the start of a new story arc. So let's say you missed out on issue 1 through 9. You should obviously go read them. But let's say, it may not be in the budget right now. Pick up number 10, and you could go from there. Got some great layouts. Love the way the credits are handled there. Let's end on that wonderful note. Alright, Green Arrow number 10, start of a new story arc. Check it out. Then we also have new Green Lanterns, number 10. That one, Hal Jordan and Sinestro are, no spoilers, the focus of Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, but over here is where you get Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz. Then we also have a new chapter of Justice League number 8. Of course, that's a huge title. And the follow-up to the new Midnighter and Apollo run, written by Steve Orlando. I want to give a preview of this as well, because this is a huge series for DC. Obviously, it's a little violent. I mean, you have Midnighter. How could it not be? All right. And we also have a new Shade the Changing Girl from DC's Young Animal line. And then we get back to Superman number 10, which is my pick of the week. I haven't read that many comics yet, but I'm confident in saying this is my pick of the week. I just love this creative team, and I think they do such a great job with the family dynamic. And then, here's a huge release today, Wonder Woman 75 collection. Check that out. And then look at everything it includes. George Perez's work, Greg Rucka, Gail Simone, Brian Azzarello. So if you like Wonder Woman, if you are interested in Wonder Woman, pick this up. And it'll show you just so many great stories, 4 to be exact, great stories from totally different eras with the character. This is a must read if you are interested in Wonder Woman. Maybe you're excited about next year's movie. Maybe you loved seeing her in Dawn of Justice. Get this. It's worth reading. Before we move on, we have some new collections up here. As I said, DC's releasing some great collections. We have the Dark Knight Returns over there, Wonder Woman over here. Now we have the Absolute Edition of Batman Year One.
That would be the variant. What is it?
So this collects the story in 2 hardcovers. Then we also have a new Gotham Academy trade, Muhammad Ali. And then we also have Bate, which is, if you like Fight Club, the writer of the novel. This is his, and it is signed by him. We have a certificate of authenticity with it. All right. Moving on, we have some Vertigo titles. Sheriff of Babylon, that's of course a huge title. Current Batman writer Tom King, Vision writer. This has been a passion project of his with Mitch Gerards, a very talented artist that gets nothing but love each and every issue. And we move on, we have Unfollow, Red Thorn. Then we have Archie Comics as well, a few other things. New Boom, Strange Fruit, and of course, Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York crossover written by Greg Pak. We have a signing with him this Friday night at Midtown Comics Downtown from 7 to 8. Midtown Comics Downtown is located at 64 Fulton Street. Once again, he'll be there from 7 to 8, signing Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York #2, as well as up to 2 other items. So if you want to get the first issue, and let's say a Planet Hulk trade, or Totally Awesome Hulk, or Eternal Warrior, whatever you want to get, he will be there, signing up to 3 comics, and one of them has to be this crossover issue from Boom Studios. We'll show one more page. All right. New Flash Gordon, Iopa. Then we also get into Valiant. As you can see, there's just so many different new comics to choose from. We have 2 new #1 titles here. And then this is a big one. You're either going to love or hate this cover, probably. Faith #5. Faith meets Hillary Clinton in this comic. This is from Valiant. At least I'm pretty certain she does. I haven't read the issue yet. And if you do really like Faith, there is also a new trade out of Faith. Alright, so we'll show one more page. Alright, so once again, Faith #5 on sale today. Then we get into IDW Publishing. The big thing going on with them is a Revolution crossover. As you can see, Snake Eyes right front and center. You have Transformers. There's also a brand new ROM series. And then we have the Revolution tie-in for Transformers over here. Then we transition into Image Comics. Not sure if I'm technically allowed to say this one out loud, so I won't. It's Kelly Pursuit comic. Lots of love for this title as well. Also new Deadly Class and brand new Eclipse. If you've been following Drifter, which has phenomenal artwork, there's a new trade. Let me just give you a sample of the artwork on Drifter. I mean, check that out, man. Alright. Moving on. We also have new Eden's Fall, Mayday #1, another brand new series from Image Comics. So let's take a quick look. It's a limited series, as you can see, 1 of 5. Now, Vic, Mayday is the one you're looking forward to reading?
Absolutely. It's Alex DeCampi.
Why should people read Mayday?
She had a book come out from Dark Horse. Oh my god, I forgot the name. Snowtell, something like that. Full on like old school espionage, like James Bond. Full of action. Anyone that has read her previous work would know right away that's what they're in for. And for 175, you can't beat that image.
Perfect. All right. Well, Vic, thank you very much.
Problem, guys.
And then we're just going to do a super quick wall. John will just show you the visual of everything that's left. So that way you also get a look at everything that's with Marvel. You get a quick look at all the new releases. Hopefully you'll check some of them out.